Hello, Drew Pritchard.
In the antique salvaging world, not all salvage comes cheap. And Drew Pritchard often has to pay big money to get the best, while still leaving room for him to make a profit.
I'm hoping this week to be able to pick up some really good quality stock. Means I'm going to have to dig deep, spend a lot of money. But it's worth investing a lot of money in the right pieces to get a much better return.
With the hope a new lead will pay dividends, Drew and T eagerly hit the road.
Today we have got a very exciting call.
They're off to the Midlands and the town of Worcester. Set on the banks of the River Severn and home to the imposing 11th century cathedral.
We're off to see a Catholic girls' school called St Mary's, and they are modernising and they're building a sensory garden. So they're having a clear out of the cellars, which, get this, have not been cleaned out in at least 50 years.
Wow. Good.
This is the sort of call we love.
I'm Laurie Stewart, I'm the bursar for St Mary's School.
I'm Stuart Rogers, I'm the residential caretaker.
We asked Drew to come to the school today to have a look at some of the items that we're clearing out of our cellar and attic and some other areas.
Set in 18 acres of land, the Victorian mansion was originally built as a house in the 1860s. Then, in 1933, it was bought by the Sisters of St Mary Magdalene Postel and converted into a girls' Catholic school.
We need to clear areas so that we can refurbish them.
Stuart's a pretty tough negotiator, so it's going to be interesting to see how he and Drew get on.
Hi.
Hi.
Drew.
Hi,
How
Laurie.
you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Stuart. Hello,
Hi.
mate. How you
Steve,
doing?
nice to meet you.
Stuart.
Fantastic. Can we go on through?
Yeah, come on in.
Come
Thank you.
OK, so this is the marble hall.
It's incredible.
It was turned into a hospital in the First World War, and then in the 1930s, the nuns bought it, the order that currently owns it. And they've had it ever since, and they turned it into a school.
I'm staggered by the condition the building's in. And the quality of everything. I mean, just look at the floor grills. Cast bronze, Carrara marble floors.
It's a lovely place to work.
What's this room through here?
This is the music room. We'll take you in this way. Follow through.
Another amazing room. Everything in here is just incredible. Look at the light fittings.
The detail of the seams.
Unbelievable. But I'd have to be honest, the thing that I looked at as soon as I came into that, this is William de Morgan tiles, yes?
Right, yes.
If you had these are all listed, I'm
Yes.
assuming.
Yes.
That's incredibly rare and worth quite a lot of money.
Right.
William de Morgan was one of the most famous tile designers of the arts and crafts movement. These tiles date back to the 1860s or 70s. If they were for sale, they would be worth around £20,000 to £30,000.
When the nuns bought this, this was obviously in this condition, or has it all been renovated? It was like this.
It was like this.
It's breathtaking.
We've literally done very little to it, apart from try to maintain it.
From what I've seen so far, I am over the moon that we've come here, because I came here to buy school things, but what I really want to find now is a piece of furniture that was spec'd with the house. This place just gets, God, look at this, just gets better. This is just a private chapel.
Yes.
It's this whole sort of, they've got this whole Islamic thing going on again. Catholic churches, they really did go for it, didn't they?
They did.
The
They
smells and
certainly
the bells, they just
Yeah.
turned it all right on. It's amazing.
I mean, you couldn't get much more over-spec than this.
It's just, they've just thrown everything at it, haven't they? It was the culture at the time, and it was just, you know, you didn't go and buy your big flash car for outside the house, you spent it on the inside the house and on the facade of the house.
Well, they certainly did that.
I noticed you've got these chapel chairs here.
Yes.
Well, I'd be interested in those. I don't know if you're interested in getting rid of them, but I always buy chapel chairs, as many as I can. They're a really simple thing, but they always sell well.
We're not able to sell them just yet, although we would be interested. We're looking to do something different with the big chapel.
OK.
So as we change that, we'd look to possibly...
Well, I'm sort of £20, £25 each minimum.
OK.
So however many you've got, if you've got 1,000, I'll buy 1,000.
Okay.
You know, it's however many you've got, I'd be interested in them.
Right, okay.
Particularly if they're in that sort of condition. They're not going to take much to refurb. I just wonder whether or not people
Some
would
of them
want that on it.
Yeah, they're in better condition down at the...
Oh, these are in lovely condition. These are great. Need a bit of tea cutting on the seats, that's all. So obviously, I'm not even going to try and buy anything else in here. No, obviously. I should imagine this is grade 1 listed?
Yes.
It is, I thought so.
Yes. So we have this table.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
We believe that it's come from Berkeley Castle. There's a label underneath that says Lady Catherine Berkeley, which leads us to think it was a gift.
Beautiful thing. Wow. I'm bowled over, actually, by it. Yeah, I am. It's lovely.
This 19th century circular oak tilt table is both attractive and functional. With some restoration, it could fetch £1,500.
So this is something you'd want to sell?
Yeah. It's just sort of in the way.
I'll give you £500 for it.
I was thinking it might be worth a bit more than that.
It is, but that's what they call in the old school profit. It needs
it
needs work. This is the only fault, which is where the two sections of the top have just opened up through heat and age and the cold, and there's not a lot you can do really. What figure do you have in mind?
Well, I was thinking a couple of grand, but
I bet you were. Yeah. I think in mint condition, I'd probably be wanting to pay sort of 1,000 to 1,200 for it in mint condition, but it's a slightly odd piece of furniture that doesn't really have a place these days. People don't use them.
if I said 700 and we met in the middle at 600?
I think, yes, we'll have a deal. I think that's fair. To turn up at a school and to be able to buy a table of that quality, rarity, and with that little tag underneath, history, I'm blown away. It doesn't happen. Once every few years, maybe if you're lucky.
With one deal done, they head into the classrooms.
So this is the textiles room with 2 tables.
2 tables to get rid of. Wonderful. That one I'm going to discount straight away.
Okay.
That one's got no interest for me. This one does. So it's like a cutting table, isn't it? That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that's like an Indian ink or something in there.
Yeah.
Probably might be able to get a bit of it out, but maybe not, I don't know.
Adds to the character. Yeah. I would buy this for £2,000.
£2,000?
£2,000.
You want to try and sell him some tables, Drew?
Do you want to buy a table?
This large English oak draper's table is late Victorian. After extensive restoration to the tabletop, it could be worth £3,000.
All joking aside, what do you really want for it?
We were thinking about 700, weren't we?
In that region.
700 quid.
Bargain.
At St Mary's School in Worcester, Drew has successfully made one purchase.
Yes, we'll have a deal. I think that's fair.
Now he's after this large Victorian table, but is the price going to be too high?
700 quid.
Bargain.
700.
700?
Yeah, we'll have a deal at that. That's fine. Great, thanks, guys. Next place, please.
And it's upstairs to the old servants' quarters.
So it's more storage.
Okay. It's more storage, but we have...
I can see there's a few bits in here already. These are the same lights that are hanging in the hallways.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
These English brass Moorish-style turn-of-the-century pendant lamps could fetch £1,000.
Are these for sale? Would you want to get rid of? You're not using these anymore?
No.
You're really good on your prices. What would you like for these ones?
Think about 100 each.
100 each. 100 each, 100 each, 100 each, 100 each. Can we do 250 the 3?
About 260 the 3.
Oh, he's hard. hard.
It's
hard.
Dust.
Yeah, hang on to that one for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. 260? 260. Deal. Stuart is good on his prices, he's tough, and he looks you right in the eye and he goes, I want this much. And I like that. The cellar. Oh, OK, great. That table's no good. Grab hold of that. It's a bit too basic, that. No, nothing in here, guys. Nothing in here. Oh, now you're talking. Typical school cellar. And this is prime hunting ground for me, really. It's going to be the place where I'll find, hopefully, volume. That's really where it's at, really, money-wise for me today. Oh, hello. This piece here really interests me. It's just the condition is appalling.
This early Victorian copper globe lantern holder would have been mounted on one of the lampposts lining the driveway of the school. After some very expensive glass restoration, it could sell for £350.
It'd have to be a project price, yeah, which is a shame. I'd rather give you £2,000 for a good one.
Yeah. We'd rather take
Yeah,
£2,000.
it'd be a lot easier for all round, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's worth £150 to me, no more. It's a project. That's where I'm at with that one.
OK.
Well, we'd accept that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
definitely.
No, that's fine.
We need to get this area clear.
Sure, OK.
It's good to see it go to a good home and be refurbished and then sold on.
Before the salvagers leave, Laurie and Stuart have one more thing to show them.
You really want to get rid of this?
Yeah.
This hand-carved pedestal would have held a decorative sundial or globe. It could be worth £1,800 to £2,500.
Go on then, hit me with a figure. Because I've also got to get it out,
Yes.
which is going to be pricey.
Now, what do you think to about 2,000?
No. Don't want it that badly.
Okay, how badly do you want it?
I'm gonna make you a really cheeky low bid.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna have to. £750.
Oh, that is low.
It is low. I just know what I think I can get for it without that. And that's the point. It's a nice pedestal.
To be honest, I don't think we could we could let it go at that.
It's going to cost me £450 plus the VAT to get it moved. I'll go to £1,000 and then I'm £1,500 in, and I think I can get 2,600 for it when I sell it. I know it's not a lot. There's no point in me buying something I can't sell easily. There you go. It's honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yeah. Right.
Today has turned into something I absolutely didn't expect. I've come to a school to buy some old chairs and tables and simple things, and I've walked away with several items which are incredible, rare, interesting, beautiful, desirable, and I'm over the moon. One of the best I've had for a while. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Much appreciated, really. Lovely stuff. Thank you.
Okay,
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy?
Static. Did you buy enough?
No.
It's all very much my type of stuff. Very, very simple, extremely classic with an edge. It's just wonderful.
Back at base in Conwy, Rebecca and her daughter Charlotte are intrigued to see what Drew's brought back from the school.
Oh.
It's a post-mounted lantern.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I mean, look at all the, this is just deteriorated here, so it's a wafer thin, literally just gone. So we'll just sell it straight into the trade as it is.
Oh, Mr. Pritchard, this is lovely.
Just one of my absolute favourite things I've bought in years. They just tick all the boxes.
They are. They're stunning.
Don't know why. Just every now and again something gets you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Ooh.
Isn't that just wonderful? Inset caster, tilt top, English, second half of the 19th century.
Yeah, love it.
There's more. But I'll need the boys for this one. I'll have to go and get Gavin.
Shall I go and get Gavin?
I'll go and get them now, don't worry.
OK. You're lucky to see this, because it's not like this every week.
You all right with that, T?
Yeah, where do you want it, Drew?
Just bring it straight in.
You need wider doors, Drew.
It's not had a hard life.
Fab.
One problem.
I know, ink.
Which we'll have a problem getting that out, to be honest with you.
You've had one of your best days ever, I think, Drew.
Got some really quirky stuff.
Right, better start selling it then.
With a hole burnt in his pocket, but good items bought from the school, Drew's ready with more cash for his next call-out. It's a 200-mile drive south to Cardiff. The city dates back to Roman times. Later, it was at the forefront of the Industrial Revolution and the coal industry. Today, it's a thriving international city.
We are in our nation's capital, beautiful city of Cardiff, and we're off to see Celtic Props. Yes. And they are the largest and best prop hire firm in Wales, bar none.
I'm Sian. I run Celtic Prop Hire. We hire props to anyone who needs props for their productions. Everything from medieval to modern day, really. We try and encompass everything. Hopefully there's a few items here that will catch his interest. Hello.
Sean?
Yes, I'm Sian. Nice
Drew.
to meet you.
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm T.
Hi, T. How are you?
Blimey, we've been to a lot of prop houses, but this is huge. Are we all right to have a look around?
Yeah, absolutely. Have a little wander.
I like the way you've themed everything.
Yeah, it helps when designers are propping, if they can go to one area and they can see the choice of everything in the same place.
So you've got weapons.
Yes.
Coffins.
This is our Welsh dresser. It's a Welsh dresser.
So how long has it taken you to build all this up?
Well, we started in '99, so this is where we're at now.
These I like. I mean, that's quite... this sort of thing. Do you get a lot of call for these?
They are very popular, the trolleys.
Very popular means not for sale.
Unfortunately not.
There's furniture in here.
Yes, there's some old refectory-type tables.
That's a really, really old oak table, refectory table, that somebody's cut in half. That's a bit of a shame. Look at the wear on there, you see. Look at that. You know, sort of, you can't make that up easily.
No, it's
You know what I mean?
through
It's
age.
real wear. Does this one hire well?
Yes, yeah.
So what would this hire out for?
Generally for about £150
Okay.
for a week.
So if I gave you 3 weeks' worth?
I'd probably hire it more than that over a year.
Really?
Yeah.
How about if I give you 4 weeks' worth of hire? 600 quid.
Unfortunately, it's still not getting...
Really?
Yeah.
Right at the back, there's a really, really good table. It's not particularly old, it's not particularly rare, but the condition, size and style right now is really attractive to me and something I can sell easily. I'd really like to buy this. I really would.
Drew and T are in the capital city of Wales, Cardiff. And at Celtic Prop Hire, Drew is keen to spend money.
Very popular means not for sale.
Unfortunately not.
But can he persuade manager Sian Bundy to part with any of her stock?
I'd really like to buy this. I really would.
This oak refectory table from the early 20th century has been hired out frequently, but is still in good condition. It could fetch £2,500.
To be honest, I'd probably go to like 750, 800 quid for it.
Really?
I really would. I don't know how tempting that is.
I'll be honest, it's a little bit tempting.
Thought so. I can't go any more.
No, that's fair enough. Is it something I can think about?
Yeah. Okay, well, please do think about it.
I will consider that.
Please do think about it.
No, seriously.
One thing I'm always looking for is good, untouched original tables of a refectory style. What we found in there is exactly that. It's oak, it's English, it's turn of the century, and it's never been touched.
Blimey. I like this. Look at this, T. I'm a sucker for old toys, particularly the old tin plate cars. I've got hundreds of them. Oh, Action Men. No, I had one of those.
You've got real gripping hands.
Yeah. Oh, I like these. These are called lay figures. This is a new one, unfortunately. If this was a real one, I'd be foaming at the mouth trying to buy this. They're extremely fashionable. I love them. You don't have any more sort of mannequins and things like that?
We have got a few period mannequin heads that were probably for like a hat shop or something.
You do?
Yes.
Those I'd like to see.
Yeah. The mannequin heads are a little bit buried behind these shelves here, so just be careful. Possibly they were for hats or...
Yes.
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, haberdashery shop. How many have you got? 6? Mm-hmm. I like that. They're all right, aren't they? One mannequin head or milliner's display, whatever you want to call it, it's all right, you know. But 6, people can use them as decoration. Collections is something I always do.
These 1920s wig stands are made of upholstered linen over a wooden buck. As is, this collection could sell for £500.
Let's get them out. There's also something else I've seen in here
Oh, OK. What might
that I
that be?
really like. I'll bring it out.
OK.
I'll bring it out.
All right.
Tucked underneath the staircase is a turn-of-the-century French child's mannequin with articulated arms. Unbelievable.
Well...
This was lurking in the back there.
Yes. That was donated to us, and we were never quite sure what it was.
It's just a child's mannequin for selling children's clothing. That's all it is for a shop window.
This antique wooden and papier-mâché child's mannequin would have sat in a shop window in the early 1900s. With original shoes, socks, shorts and vest, the diminutive decoration could fetch £500.
That I like. Ever hired it? Doesn't look like it.
No, we haven't actually had it that long, but no, we haven't.
Never hired it?
No.
OK. Well, tell you what, we've got how many of these things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's one that's buried, which T will have to go and get. How much are these, then? For the lot? For the 6? 100 quid?
Yes.
Happy?
Happy.
This little fella.
The little fella, OK.
The little fella. It's got a good sort of look to it. Could we go 100 again on him? It's a pretty fair bid, actually.
It is.
It is. Because I want him.
Right. OK, I think that's fair. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
You're happy with that?
Yes.
Great. Thank you. Deal.
OK, deal.
What about that table, then?
I have to be honest, I'm leaning to not selling the table.
Right.
But I'm still considering if that's
OK.
all right.
I'll always leave that table open. I'll buy that.
OK, fair enough.
I'll take it. Sean, thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Wonderful
nice to meet
business.
You.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you, T.
Thank you.
OK. See you again.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
take care. Bye-bye.
What's your favourite thing we bought today, then?
The little child's mannequin was a great find. A surprising find, to be honest with you. And it sort of goes with those millinery heads. And both of them were the right price.
It's been a reasonable haul from Celtic props, but not hugely profitable. So in the quest for bigger and better stock, it's on to the next location, and to the small market town of Whitchurch in Shropshire.
We're going to see a guy called Phil, who owns a classic country house.
It's been in the family since 1843. I moved up with my wife and kids from London 4 years ago, and we've restored it and opened it as a wedding venue whilst trying to keep it as a family home. There's some outbuildings and some garages where there is quite a lot of stuff that we haven't found a home for. old and new, and Drew may well find something in there.
Iscoid Park, which translated means park beneath the trees, is set in 750 acres of land. It's been in Philip's family for 7 generations.
The common denominator in these houses, hopefully, is scale. Pieces tend to be a bit bigger. Right. So larger tables, larger bookcases, things like that. Yeah. And I really like things of scale, and country houses really do that. Right then, let's go.
Hi, Drew.
Hi.
Welcome to Iscoid.
All right.
Hi.
How you
Hi, T. Come in.
Beautiful. Lovely. This is amazing. What a great place. The house looks fantastic as you come down the driveway here.
Well, thanks very much.
You were asking, how old is it? Is it mid-1700s?
Yeah, the oldest bit is about beginning of the 1700s.
So was a lot of this furniture here?
Yes. We have sort of sifted through a lot of the furniture and tried to keep all the sort of the heart and soul of the house.
Yeah.
But we've also tried to put a bit of a sort of contemporary spin on it and bring it into the modern age.
This is it's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, wow. This is lovely.
Sort of our kitchen, sitting room, living room, dining room, everything.
This is very cool.
And what we've tried to do is we've actually done our own sort of bits of restoration. These bells were in very bad nick.
Yeah.
And these were the old housekeeper's cupboards.
That's lovely, isn't it? That's wonderful. I love those drawers at the bottom there. See, with the dummy sort of drawers, that's one drawer. Very homely room, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to hang out in here?
Yeah.
You know, it feels good.
It's good. Shall I show you a few of the guest bedrooms?
Please.
So this is the foxglove room.
Oh, beautiful. Wow. So is this the night before the wedding, the bride stays here, does she?
Yeah, sometimes.
That's interesting, look at that.
Yeah, in fact, the whole design of this room is sort of taken from this and the colours.
Interesting.
This is quite. This is it's actually Lou.
Lou. The hat's off to you, it's lovely.
Well, thanks very much.
Yeah. But, as usual, we're here to look through the outbuildings, see if there's any old furniture or items that you don't want anymore that possibly of interest to us.
Sure.
So are we able to go and have a look at that?
Yeah, let me show you the way.
Okay.
As it's the family home, Philip doesn't want to sell anything from the main house. But there are plenty of outbuildings for Drew to have a route around.
Nice, but no. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
OK. Right. So it's a gun cupboard, Philip? Yeah?
Yeah.
Tricky things to sell gun cupboards because there's not an awful lot else you can do with them. Not enough guns in them. No. OK, let's leave that then. Okay. Let's leave that for now. Is there another shed to go to, Philip?
Yes. So this is something that was in the house.
Nice, very big old table.
It was
kitchen prep. God, it's massive.
It's a really big table.
It's low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Missing its drawer from this end. It's very low, the table. God, and it's rotten as hell. The legs are literally woodworm holding hands, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's holding that up.
This classic 19th century oak kitchen table would have been used by the cook of the house to prepare food. After extensive restoration, it could sell for around £2,000.
How much is a really good top going to cost me?
Hell of a lot.
I've gone right off it now. It's not that good.
It needs work, but, you know, you can't buy character like that.
Do you know what? I can. I make a living out of it. I think, though, because it literally is just the top, the legs are totally shot.
Yeah.
And they're way too small. I think we're looking at 400 quid. Yeah. I'd be sticking at that figure as well.
So, can we... let me have a think.
OK.
Is that all right?
Yeah, sure. How long do you need? I can buy tops. I can buy good parquetry oak tops in France for 400 quid. So, you know, that really is top dollar for me. We've got a few more outbuildings to go through. Fingers crossed. I mean, really, you know, I could really do with pulling something out of today.
Old garage.
OK.
So this is this old mirror that was above the table I've just shown you in the old kitchens.
Yeah, that's a whopper, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very long and very heavy.
Yeah, it's got this distressing on there, which I don't mind, actually. I quite like it. Sort of, you know, authenticates it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
This large 19th century wood-trimmed mirror is slightly distressed. With some restoration, it could be worth £1,500.
It's a great big mirror from a great big country house, and that's exactly the sort of thing I was looking for. You'd like to tell me how much you'd like me to pay for it?
1,200.
1,200 is going to be too much. I was thinking more 500.
Right. So
we're only £700 apart.
Yeah.
OK, tell you what, look, if we did, let's go sort of, you know, halfway, 600 quid.
650.
Done. Sold. Thank you. Yeah, get your tape measure out.
Yeah, I'll have to have a measure of that.
Yeah, that is a whopper. Do you want to start getting the mirror on?
I'll
you
get
do
the
that?
round, yeah. And
dig
it out.
We can go and have a game of croquet. Talk business.
All right, we'll see you in a while.
Don't exhaust yourself.
No, we won't, mate. We won't, mate. You just don't break that mirror, whatever you do. Right then, you go first then.
While Philip and Drew have a gentle knockabout, T and a helper from the estate have the delicate task of moving the mirror.
Closest to the post wins. Well, that's quite good. Well, that's better. What have we got to sort out? The big table, what do you want to do with that?
I'm not sure if it's worth me selling it to you for that price, just because, you know...
Yeah. To replace it.
It's worth more to replace.
Well, I'm going to leave the table then, so that's OK.
Yeah. But can I... What would happen if I could get you to restore the table?
We could restore it for you.
I pay you to restore...
That would be fine. We'd be happy to do that. Yeah.
Glory.
Absolutely, yeah. Double whammy today. I bought a fantastic mirror I'm over the moon with, and I've also picked up a restoration job. We don't do many, but I'll be happy to do that one. So we'll make a few quid on the mirror, we'll make a few quid on the restoration. Everyone's happy. I'd love to see what the other side of this frame looks like now. Today, we'll turn a profit. Not quickly, but it will. I've got an exceptional item. That can never be bad, and that's what we're always looking for. I want the exceptional, I want the quirky, and I want the best of the breed. And it may not be the best, but it's certainly one of the biggest.
It ticks lots of boxes for you, doesn't it, that mirror?
What's that?
Well, it's big, it's heavy, and it's dirty.
Yeah.
Back at base, Drew and the team unload the massive mirror.
2, 3, go.
Alex is busy restoring the old draper's table from St Mary's.
Well, the problem is that ink has gone really deep into the tabletop, so sanding it alone won't do unless we sand a huge scoop out of it, and that'll just ruin the table. So what we need to do now is just rough up the grain a bit with some sandpaper to open it up. We put this chemical in, then hopefully it'll suck the ink stain out. So now we've opened up the grain, we just paint some acid on. This will suck out the stain. I mean, with the ink stain, there's still a few sort of traces of it, but it just looks like part of the table now.
And it's ready for Drew's approval.
I'm really pleased with this. It's come out better than I thought. I hate telling Alex that he's done a good job, but unfortunately he's done a good job. That means he's going to put an extra 0 on the bill.
Drew's had a tip-off about a potentially lucrative lead. It's back in the van and a 5-hour drive to the 2,000-year-old city of Exeter.
We're off to see a guy called Chris Strong who runs Fagin's Antiques. I've never been here before, but it's been around for, I think he's been down here about 20 years now.
It seems that Drew likes the unusual and part architectural, you know, part fun. And I think he'll love it.
I think we're probably in the right place looking at it, too. Chris.
Hiya. Hi, Drew.
Drew, how you doing?
Hiya.
Chris, I'm T. How you doing?
Hi, T. Chris.
Great place. I've never been here before. I've passed it so many times on the motorway and never called in.
Yeah, that's what everyone says.
It's huge.
It's worth it when you get here, though.
I think so. Straight away, I'm seeing stuff. I go, God, I like that, I like that, I like that, I like that. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you haven't seen anything yet.
Fagin's was established in 1976, and its extensive collection houses everything from architectural salvage in the basement to art and taxidermy in the attic.
You'll like this room. It's my favourite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is great. Super place. Super.
Thanks.
Very much my type of stuff. I like that.
The chemist.
The chemist sign.
I love that.
This is a belter. It's really big, and it's just that single word, chemist. It's a cool word. It's got lots of different connotations, you know. Looks more like shop fittings than sales pieces.
It hasn't been for sale because
Yeah.
I've always kept a chemist shop here.
Yeah, yeah.
And that just sets it off. But
Yeah.
it is for sale if you want it.
What sort of money is it?
600.
600. I thought you were going to say 5.
Don't forget, you're the first one I've suggested a price to.
Am I the first one to ask?
No.
No, I didn't think so. That's always a good piece, then.
This mahogany sign with gilt-carved lettering would have hung outside a 19th century chemist shop. It could fetch £1,200.
Can I give you a bid on it?
If it's not too harsh.
It's not going to be too harsh, to be honest with you.
You can knock a couple of quid off if you like.
What, 400? I'm at 450.
No. I really like it. And
Yeah,
it's
I
really
do
useful.
too. Yeah,
so you're
yeah,
up
yeah.
against that.
Yeah, I know.
And I've got a
I know.
feeling that that's about what it cost me. You know, but
it's a tricky
I'll
one.
do it 550 for you. 525 as an opening offer.
Sold.
Okay. All right.
Fab thing. Fab, fab, fab. That was good of him to sell me that. He didn't have to. You know, it's a really good piece of his display in the shop, and I appreciate it. That head up there as well, is that ceramic? What's that one?
Which one? The one in the middle?
The sort of, this very sad-looking
Yeah.
face. What's that? Is it?
There's 3 more there.
Yeah. Oh, were they plaster?
Yeah, and they're death masks. They're all hung. Bob in jail, I think it was.
Really?
And they're signed. And it's... I think they were 1848, so...
Really?
Yeah.
Can we get one down and have a look at it? I've read about them, I've seen them on the TV, and I've seen them in magazines and books and auction catalogues, but I've never owned one. Instantly, that's got my attention.
England's most prominent phrenologist, James Deville, cast these 4 masks in the mid-1800s from prisoners' heads after they'd been executed. Known as death masks, they're part of a rare 300-piece collection now lost. Sold as a package, they're worth around £3,500.
Do you want to look at the one with the headdress?
Wouldn't mind.
That's the main.
Wouldn't mind.
Very handy being tall around here.
Ah, I see.
See what I mean?
Yeah. There you go. July 7th, 1840. Would you part with these?
I do want them all to go together.
No, of course, of
Yeah.
course. I mean, this one is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
the damage is quite bad.
But I would need to get £1,200.
Drew and T are in Exeter at Fagin's Antiques.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is great.
Drew is keen to buy these exceptional mid-19th century casts. But can he offer Chris enough cash to part with this extremely rare collection?
I think, to be honest with you, At £1,200, if they're all perfect, I'd probably say yes.
They just had such a good story with them.
I want them. I can't get to 1,200 quid. I just can't.
Don't be too brutal, but what's your best on them?
800.
No.
To be honest, I know, but I'm discounting this one.
I know.
Because that one's going to end up in my house
have been
because I can't sell it.
discounting it. Yeah.
I can't sell it. But I don't see these ones here at 400 quid each.
Very best is a grand. I wouldn't sell them less than that.
That I'm going to have to think about.
Yeah.
Let's see what else you've got. It's a huge place here, so I just want to go around and have a look at everything else
If we put a
you've
little
got.
package together. Then.
Yeah, let's start putting a package together. I really want to buy them, but how do you gauge a price on something like that? Who knows? I'm not trying to have one over on Chris, I'm just trying to make it easier on my pocket. That's all.
We'll go upstairs now.
Please, look see up there. Wow. What a brilliant room. Gotta be honest, this has piqued my interest immediately. Ah, it's a metal one, not the mirror.
No. Shame, because...
They fetch big money as well, the original ones, don't they?
I've had some great sets.
Have you got any fairground mirrors in now?
No.
I mean, that is one, but this is tin, isn't it? In polished tin. That's a shame.
It doesn't have a slimming effect on you, Drew,
I
I have
think.
to say.
I've just done a bit of spring cleaning up here.
Sports equipment.
Yeah.
I like that you've sorted everything out into sort of where it should be. Oh, that's a shame. And again there.
Yeah, go in there as well.
All right.
All right, let's carry on through here then. It's great stuff though, Chris. It's brilliant.
I'm pleased.
It's really good. I really like I like the mad mix. It's crazy. I like that.
Having sifted through everything in the main showroom, Chris then takes Drew and T to the back warehouse.
What have we got in here then?
This is where all the stuff comes for a bit of... mind the
resto.
floor, it gets a bit slippy.
Where I always want to get to is the place in an antiques business that we've all got, all dealers have got one, which is the back door when the van arrives and it all comes through the back door and you dump it down there until you get time to deal with it, do the work, get it restored, photograph it, whatever. So we go to a huge building which he's got, which Chris is doing restoration and French polishing, and he's doing door stripping and all sorts of things. Got loads of stuff in here. I like that.
Yeah, that's just come in.
Drew's expert eye has spotted a set of draftsman's drawers from the 1920s. The unit is made of oak and adorned with copper steel handles and a green leather top. With some restoration, it could fetch around £1,400.
How much is it as it stands? Don't you need to wipe it?
900 quid.
900 quid. OK, it's too much. I'd have to buy it for half that. Well, I'd see it at 9 finished. And I sell them all the time. Once I've taken it home, cleaned it, there's absolutely nothing left at all. I'd make a loss on it, strangely.
Problem is, I nearly gave 500 for it.
Did you? That's a shame, because it's a nice one. It's got a couple of very unusual things on it.
They are embossed them. What did we say on the heads?
I was at 8 on the heads.
I'll tell you what, I'll do 9 on the heads and 6 on this, then.
1,500. 6, 59, 9, 15...
I think you do really well with those heads, especially with the signature. And...
I really don't know. I really don't know. I think I might be buying them at their money. I do.
Well, you're not going to see them again.
I do, but I'm not going to see them again. I'm going to squeeze you a bit, £1,400, and we'll have a deal today.
Split it, 14.5. It's the heads.
I know. 14.5.
Good.
Deal.
Yep, that's
Thank
a fair
you.
one.
Thank you. 14.50, that, and all those heads, happy. I've come to one place today, bought a load of stuff. I've spent a lot of money, but I've got quite a haul for the week, and I can't wait to see everybody's faces back at the shop.
pleasure.
Thank you, Chris.
I hope to see you again.
And me.
Yeah,
Great.
really enjoyed that. Nothing stands still in this business. You're here to buy and you're here to sell, so money in the bank, and I think we're both happy.
There isn't an awful lot of big places like that left. They're very, very few and far between, and that was a really good one. And you just don't go into shops like that and be able to buy 19th century death mats for prisoners. They're just not out there anymore. That's why, unfortunately, when you find one, it's a very expensive day out.
What do you think of that?
Oh, wow.
That's an absolute belter, isn't it?
Fantastic. Chemist side, great condition, size says it all.
Structurally, it's absolutely sound. It just needs a really good clean. I don't want it stripped. I don't want it repolished. I don't want anything done to it. And there's one more thing we got from there, which is a bit different. They are very early Victorian, so they're 1840, and they're death masks in plaster of people who were hung, of murderers and things like that.
When I first saw them, they just, to me, looked like heads. And then Drew said, death mask. Well, immediately you go, oh.
Don't you think they're really quite beautiful?
They are. They're highly collectible as well.
Aren't they lovely? And this one's even better.
That one's lovely.
Signed and dated by the maker. That's all one place, Fagins. One place.
You must have been over the moon.
Over the moon. Hell of a week. Great trip to the West Country. That was really, really good.